Disappointment ruled the 2025 MLB season for several teams, but that doesn't mean their story is over. In fact, 4 clubs that struggled this year could be. Manager Torey Lovullo deserves credit for keeping the team focused, despite serious injuries and a rocky mid-season selling spree. But here's the tricky part. The roster will be younger next season and better defensively, which is great. However, the team faces a significant challenge. Left fielder Loris Gurriel Jr. tore his ACL in early September and will miss at least half of 2026. General manager Mike Hazen now has to figure out how to strengthen the starting rotation beyond youngsters like Ryan Nelson, Brandon Pfaadt, and Eduardo Rodriguez. Big spending seems unlikely, so trades appear to be their best option. Arizona has plenty of prospect. Marte asked for extra days off earlier in the season, ruffling feathers, but he apologized and smoothed things over. Given his hefty $102.5 million contract spread over 6 years and his status as the top second baseman in terms of wins above replacement, the Diamondbacks would demand a very high price, making a deal unlikely. On the bright side, previously injured pitchers Corbin Burnes, Justin Martinez, and A.J. Puck might return, though their impact remains uncertain. Arizona might even sign a short-term starter and will need to revisit their first base options internally. Despite trading away some key players, the Diamondbacks still boast a top 10 offense. If Lawler can shake his slow start, he's currently 9 for 74. There's reason for optimism. Bottom line, if they solve their pitching, they've been on a roller coaster, managing a 48-41 record since late May, which is the 6th best in the majors. Yet their story is clouded by a struggling starting rotation that posted a tough 5.60 ERA early on, sealing their fate this year. The good news? Left-hander Trevor Rogers has emerged, and Kyle Bradish is returning, giving Baltimore a potential foundation to build on. However, the bullpen's future is shakier, losing key relievers Andrew Kittredge and Brian Baker through trades, and closer Felix Bautista to rotator cuff surgery, means they must rebuild that part from scratch. On the offensive side, many of the Orioles' young, once highly touted players have hit a rough patch. Injuries to star others like shortstop Gunnar Henderson haven't matched their previous form. And while second baseman Jackson Holliday is showing flashes with a near 20-homer, 20-steal pace at just 21, he hasn't yet exploded as hoped. The 2026 season is especially important for Rutschman, who remains crucial behind the plate. The Orioles are unlikely to trade him given his defensive value, though some prospects like Samuel Basallo might serve better at first base or DH. Meanwhile, promising talents such as rookie first baseman Kobe Mayo and outfielder Dylan Beavers are expected to step up. General manager Mike Elias avoided trading top prospects when their value was high. Now, with time ticking, he seems most likely to move some of those prospects to game. Alongside Rogers and Bradish, Dean Kremer and others shape the rotation, but they still need at least one more quality starter. Ideally a frontline or at least a solid third guy. Grayson Rodriguez's recent elbow surgery dims expectations on him. With the bullpen rebuilding, Tony Mansolino's role as manager, his record is 52-49 since taking over, may come under scrutiny. But the most critical factor for Baltimore's 2026 success might be improving the offense. They aim to climb up from their mid-tier 17th place in runs scored. Over in Oakland, the Athletics are quietly showing signs of life since June, with a 43-40 record, placing them tied for 11th in the majors. Their season started strong, but they fell into a frustrating 1-20 slump due in large part to bullpen collapse. Still, first baseman Nick Kurtz is making a splash with one of the best rookie second halves ever, as noted by MLB.com analyst Mike Petriello. And the Athletics' offense is anchored. Owner John Fisher's willingness to increase payroll is still a big question. The team bumped their salary from $61.3 million in 2024 to $74.7 million in 2025. But that's still far below the $130 to $150 million range projected for their Las Vegas phase-in. On the bright side, young pitchers Luis Morales, JT Ginn, and Mason Barnett have shown progress and prospects.